Practicing English today about intermittent fasting 24 hours a month. What? One question. What further motivate you to try intermittent fasting or a month? I first tried intermittent fasting because I wanted to lose so fat I had more control over me eating the benefit it was mostly for fitness reaction but later realized it also gave me more time and time at particular caught my attention because on the tempo just want a big meal instead of worrying about multiple meals. Expandation. Many people start intermittent fasting either for weight management, better health, market, or lifestyle simplicity. The motivation often involved with time from physical cost, the mental clarity, productivity, to how do you usually structure your one meal when following with OMAD. When I do OMAD, I focus on eating balance and nutrient dense meal, usually include the good sources, the protein like chicken, beef, or energy healthy fat like avocado, lettuce, or carbohydrate like rice, potatoes, or also trying cloudy vegetable for figure micronutrients expand structure the meals is crucial because it has to cover all the daily nutrients need one certain some personally preferred a large field style play but all the bread format in the one main play plus small cider snack direct the eating Windows 3. What benefit have you personally noticed it says toward intermittent fasting? One of the biggest benefits in mental clarity during the fasting or the meal that feel more focused, separate, less distracted by food also notice it better digestion essentially not constantly eating I had a more time my day because I don't prepare several meals. Expandation. Many people report weight loss, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce inflammation, even a stronger sense or discipline. The benefit can be both physical and physical. 4. Do you feel the physical to maintaining energy level throughout the fasting period? At the beginning, yes, it was tough because my body, but using the item frequently, but over time my body adapted not a feel stable energy throughout the day, especially it stay hydrated and drink water, coffee or tea. Expandation, the adjustment has a cake on the body get fat adapting many people experience very crash and energy compared to eating multiple time I did the speaker the sugar and the insulin. 5. How do you balance all matter with exercise or strength training? Usually time I work out close to my eating and window for example I drink before breaking the fast and then I eat all mat I post workout meals stop where I can recover properly with protein the carbs the cardboards, the expandation, athletes, and gene ogre often need to plan carefully some prefer training faster for the addiction while other ships enter mass time and ensure they will properly after intensive workouts. 6. How no, has you experiencing any challenge with under the craving during fasting? Yes, at the story it fast difficult around the user meal time while felt craving but after some weeks my handle signal telling and they become the exit training water and the keeping both help it a lot explanation. And that usually count about this is that a lot for our linear to manager is it's part of the fasting process which time about it becomes more efficient at using fat for reducing craving. 7. What a difference do you feel between eating multiple meals a day versus just one? I once ate multiple meals often for cycles after eating and now that to plan my day around food with OMAD I feel lighter and more productive during the day but my the meal much more scientific explanation, many of my practice on report more freedom for every digestive usage and the more sufficient ways to food and other hands much some may feel social aspect of eating several meals. See, And how was intermittent fasting after the focus productivity or mental clarity? It's permitted allow notices that when fast I can work longer without distraction. I thinking about was to earn cooking during the day which might get me more productivity expansion. The essence that begins fasting increases not by harnessing the experiment ketogenic production, but which enhances focus or mental energy. That's why many people use it instead productivity had. 9. Do you think omad and sustainable long story or more of the short-term strategy? I think depends on the person. Some people can lie down mat for years while others may think as to recreation. Personally, I see it's something I can use it during certain periods. I want to cap the fight simply in my routine expansion. Long-term sustainability depends on lifestyle and how cost and social connect. Omad and word of sound, the other my preferability fasting parent like 16 a 10. What's asked by what you kid or someone to start intermittent fasting on math? Start slow down the upper training into math training with 12 hours, 10, 14, and 16 gradually increases listen your body, stay hydration, that might assure your meals and nutrient dense expansion. The key adaptation and the participating or sole focus on constancy and no perception, the most important is made feel your lifestyle, not the overweight around. Gnosis, omad, 1 meal. Intermittent fasting, omad or eating partner got focus on limiting the eating windows rather than just reducing calories. Many people are motivated to try the method initially for weight loss fictive purpose. But often the discovery additionally benefits such as bodies focus better the hesitation, the more free time that our daily routine. When following to math, structuring the 1 meal carefully and essential is typically include the protein, healthy fats, carbohydrate, and vegetable to cover Italian nutrition, and it's why the benefit can be challenging to under low energy. The most people attack over time report that energy level, especially when staying in hydration. Common heart rate it allow workout with 18 windows recovery can support the proper nutrition. Hundred craving the common in the early stage, but there's usually dancing in the ads about it becomes more efficient as using fat for energy compared to a multiplayer meals day of math covering greater center freedom, less discomfort, the more productivity thoughts they may feel repetitive or some. The meal clarity and productive benefit are significant, often liking to change the harmonized brain time ministry during fasting for every month. It used to table long or depends on personal cause and the lifestyle. Personally, it can be personal lifestyle, while often may prefer so the fasting windows like 16 for bringing it the best advice is to work gradually attack, slowly focus on nutrition, the meals, and the listing about the ultimately intermittent fasting and on math are reflectively to those that can be adjusted to fit individual needs, providing both physical and mental benefit when done correctly. 1. Well, what feel motivated to try intermittent fasting or not? At for my motivation, what fitness I wanted to reduce body fat and was looking for something that felt more sustainable than strict diet or constant calorie counting intermittent fasting couch. And my attention because once about restaurants specific food about when the light had and start ideas under the simple break more flexibility later released I was about much more tap by the loss on straight is noticed how much extra time and again during the day, skipping every fat on lunch, skipping always thinking about my next meal, the call focus on work training personal projects that freedom become big motivation for me to continue. Also, I said people use it to math not just for fat and loss, but also mental clarity, discipline, I even spiritual reason about the expressing that for myself, not I say motivation, had a bubble, but fear out of plastic high, but no, also about priority and fairly cyber mentally expansion point. Many people started fasting about the conversation, but a story for lifestyle benefit a sheet from the dead habits that simplifies life. how to usually structure your meals when follow with omad. For me, structure the optimal meal is super important because that's where they get all the nutrients for the day. Usually eating often on a big balanced plate of food that makes sure include the strong sources of protein, chicken, bread after beef, and the fish because protein is essential for muscle recovery is safety take at more healthy fats like avocado, olive or nuts, and which keep them full for longer. Carbohydrate debit on my training, the training hard all out. Good for rice, potatoes, or out the recovery. It's hydrate. All keep carry motivated. Focus more vegetable on the fiber. Es- Escaping of that. Always try the priority the biggest for the digestion of the nutrients. Sometimes I also include the fermented food and like you recount to forget and how the idea is not as hard because it's one meal so much I doesn't uh, um, uh, and stuffing yourself with fat food at bowl making that one meal powerful enough to record everything your body needs so it owners it also sustains six down the plate of food and with all well expansion point people structure more differently. Some code for a failed style play after to one large meal plus small snack or dessert within the same eating window. Hydration is also key. Water, electrolyte, or a big one broad can play a role. 3. What benefit has you personally noticed it has sent a story intermittent fasting constantly for 10? I noticed it was fat loss my body compensation changing pretty quickly, especially around the face, but beyond the physical, the benefits that really made my thing to intermittent fasting were mental and lifestyle related. For example, I feel much more focused during the fasting or when I use it to eat several meals a day, often felt slowly after eating like I needed not only the fast that felt lighter, more awake and safer in my priority went out because I stopped wasting time planning and preparing multiple meals. Another benefit is the gestion side my body has more time rest between meals that feel less bloated and my stomach feel cleaner. I also noticed my craving reduced before I will snack a lot, especially or is eaten by tennis thoughts distinguish between real hungry and just boring and apics and something I do respect disciplinary fasting getting more comfort over my impulsivity not just with food in general it's like training means much I body expand and boy many people report improved insulin sensitivity reduce inflammation better flip and even ceremony scientific beyond the less the benefits vary but mental clarity and discipline are very common. And 4. Do you feel difficulties to manage the energy levels throughout the fasting period? And when yes, independently chilling into my body, but using the eating every few hours on the field. What I've been listening some time after combo and with my body adapting now actually the feel more stable energy when the fat compared to when I use it to eat constantly. The cake for what hydration drinking plenty of water, sunshine, black coffee that made and different types drink the always prepares I vegetable but also came the mouth boots and I learned and also learning the electrolytes like the little salt to my butter and my water how bad my body fatigue. Now instead of experiencing energy crashing the light it when I ate a lot of carbon throughout that day the feel I study my body uses the fat for during the fast that feel cleaner most like running on autopilot that usually get amount done during my fasting window because I not slow it down by digestion expanding point many people struggle at the story bad addiction in the case January once the body can use the fast energy actually improves tap where cletas and boost the personal often low intermittent fasting you recommended recovery cost high and the loss from constant eating. 5. How to balance omad with explosive strength training. Balance it omad with training was training at first but learning to tighten it in a way that support my workout. Personally, I like training fasting because I feel come on. Like the more explosive, the more focuses engine stays suddenly my mind right after my workout, so it adds my bulk workout for recovery when to do this my short times meal everything I need I be processing protein and or formula by carrot for high glycogen replacement and fast that side effective hormones. This training legs of the heavy section, the increase the course was at the day keeper in the morning day. Some people prefer it free training after but on mat stop higher because about the highness in such large mid forming workout whereas flips the training feel taps when the meal for more regularly recovery properly expandation point athletes and lifting it and that mat carefully. Some combined supplement like creating BCR electrolyte needed but more important for aligning the windows much finance of performance recovery around pregnancies. 6. Have you experienced any challenge with hunger or craving during fasting? Yeah, definitely. Especially I started first with the height because my body was used to eating that specific time around so that makes well feel strong. Some work signal most like my body was remain sitting in hey eat lunch time. The current work mostly physical songs that I want Australia hungry just my sweet habits of eating to many it up from water, black coffee or still keeping myself bouncy was also too straight when you're focused on the work of training you don't think about food as much. Over time 106 I just know I don't feel those intense craving anymore. My body knows when it's hungry come later, more controlled fat later than hunger usually. And once arises to fight it, it's you why. Expandation point. Undermining it is one of the biggest challenges of fasting but also biggest lesson taught to discipline practicing awareness of stress under emotional habitual eating of your past addiction has craving allows on the power lower over to you.